Good evening. Developing news this evening out of Grand Chute, where police are investigating a possible meth lab at a hotel.
Police have been at the scene at the La Quinta Hotel since this morning. Jason Zimmerman live there now with what we know right now. Jason.
Vail police have evacuated a portion of this hotel. They've been on the scene since 9 this morning. Behind me, you can see where investigators were set up. I'm told that a hazmat crew just finished gathering items and confiscating materials from a room that was apparently being used as a meth lab. So far, 2 men have been arrested on outstanding warrants and taken to the Allegheny County Jail. Also, a woman was taken to the jail on a probation violation. Another woman is being detained here on site. The room was rented out a couple of days ago. It was another hotel guest who called in the complaint after smelling ether.
There were chemicals, objects recovered that would be consistent with a person who's making meth. So obviously, because of the severity or the toxicity of those chemicals, results in kind of a huge scale operation to make sure everything is safe.
I'm told by police that drug charges are likely against all 4 people who were inside the hotel room at the time. I'm also told they all have Fox Valley ties. Reporting live in Grand Chute, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
We have an update about that developing news out of Oshkosh, where police say a small 2-passenger aircraft crashed in a field this afternoon. Jason Zimmerman live near the scene with the very latest information. Jason.
Kemi, that crash took place in this cornfield right behind me, east of Highway 41 and south of the Oshkosh prison. We'll zoom in a little bit so that you can see it. You can see just off to my right, there's still some flashing lights, but it is very tough to see the plane right now, which is somewhat hidden at the moment. Now, fire officials tell me they responded about 3 o'clock today, and they tell me that 2 brothers were on board flying in from Kentucky. The home-built single-engine plane was attempting to land at the Hickory Oaks campground when it suddenly lost power. They crashed very close to the landing strip. Both men were taken to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. At this moment, we don't know if they were involved with the EAA AirVenture Air Show or not. On the scene right now is the NTSB, the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department, and the Oshkosh Fire Department. They are still investigating, and they plan to be out here for at least another couple of hours. Reporting live in Oshkosh, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
Good afternoon. We're following breaking news from the Fox Valley, where a crash in Kaukauna has closed the southbound lanes of Highway 41 for all of the afternoon. Officials tell us an accident had traffic backed up, which led to this 3-vehicle crash. Jason Zimmerman is live near the scene with the latest details. Jason.
Jeff, police are still on the scene of this crash conducting their investigation. You can see where it happened right on the Highway 41 overpass. It appears a Goodwill truck and a pickup collided, and in turn the car was hit. Both southbound lanes are closed and traffic is being diverted around the scene using the on and off ramps at Highway 55. Now, police say the accident took place just past noon today. That's when investigators say the pickup struck the Goodwill truck from behind and became partially lodged beneath it. The pickup truck driver was extricated and flown by helicopter to a nearby hospital. The driver of the Goodwill truck was taken from the scene by ambulance with what police believe to be minor injuries.
It's a serious damage accident. We're not sure of injuries yet. Everybody's at the hospital, so we have to wait to find out.
As for the driver of the car, police are not sure about his injuries. Police are also urging drivers to stay away from the scene for the time being. Several tow trucks are on standby, so it does appear that the highway will reopen sometime within the next hour. Reporting live in Kaukauna, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
A big party is just getting underway in downtown Appleton. It's the eve of Oktoberfest, and that means the city is hosting its classic car show, Licensed to Cruise. Jason Zimmerman is live in Appleton with a preview tonight. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Cami. I don't think the weather could be any more perfect for this event tonight or Oktoberfest tomorrow. About 100,000 people are expected in downtown Appleton this weekend. Many are out here on the avenue right now for the classic car show, which started about 10 minutes ago. 450 cars are on display from just west of the PAC to Lawrence University. This year's feature car cars, the Ford Mustang, and event organizers have made it their goal to have a Mustang here representing each year of the car's 50 years of production. For some people attending, it might be their first chance to see some of the models and the way the Mustang has progressed over the years.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get a 2015 yet, as they're just being released, and we had nobody that received one yet. So, but to see just all the different strength, the changes in them, all the different body styles, and just see what people have done with them over the years, it's really that's what makes me crank.
And the car show runs until 9:30 tonight, but keep in mind that College Avenue here will remain closed until 6 tomorrow night. That's when Oktoberfest officially wraps up. Reporting live in Appleton, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Oshkosh police are still on the scene of a house where hazardous material was discovered late this afternoon.
Right now, there are still barricades in place around that home. The house is located on the 800 block of Frederick Street. The 4 blocks around it, though, have also been blocked off. Jason Zimmerman joins us now live from the scene with the very latest. Jason.
Cami, police are not saying what type of hazardous materials were found, how much or what they might have been used for. This is the scene right behind me. You can see the emergency vehicles that are in place. We've also been told that the FBI and the National Guard Civil Support Team have been called in to assist with this investigation. This all started with a tip call about 3 o'clock this afternoon. While police say there's no threat to public safety and that the materials inside the house have been contained and isolated, they've also set up barricades to prevent people from passing through the neighborhood. Neighbors have been advised to shelter in place. The county health department will be conducting the cleanup, but so far there's no exact timetable.
I'm not sure how long it's going to take for them to clean up the residents, but as soon as they get done with that, they may be able to identify what it is.
Police have been in contact with the occupants of the house who were not home at the time, but they're not saying if anyone so far has been arrested. It's also unclear tonight how much longer these street barricades will remain up. Reporting live in Oshkosh, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We're following breaking news out of Oshkosh tonight. Police tell us they're on the scene of what they believe is a meth lab in a home near the UW Oshkosh campus.
Officers tell us they're investigating a house in the 800 block of Franklin Street. Jason Zimmerman is on the scene in Oshkosh tonight and joins us live with the latest details. Jason.
Cami, police have been on the scene since about 6 o'clock. This is the house right behind me. You can see it. It is surrounded by yellow tape. Up until about 9 o'clock tonight, the street was also blocked off to traffic as well. We don't have a lot of information. What police are saying is that they're investigating the presence of a clandestine laboratory for making methamphetamine. Fire officials and the Department of Justice DCI agents were also on the scene. They're saying there's no threat to public safety. Earlier, neighbors spent the evening watching as people in hazmat suits collected items from inside the house.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that we have a meth lab right across the street from us. I thought this was a quiet place, but it's not. It's not, but yeah, I'm terrified knowing that there's a meth lab.
And I should also say that this house is about a block or so from another house where a UWO student faces federal charges for making the deadly toxin ricin. As far as this scene is concerned, investigators have been in and out of the house for the past several hours and continue to do so. We don't know how late they plan to be on the scene. Reporting live in Oshkosh, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
In today's winter coverage, Jason Zimmerman is live in Appleton with the latest. Jason.
Jeff, this is where Appleton's Christmas parade will take place right behind me in a couple hours from now. This morning, the city made an extra effort to focus its snow removal process on downtown. Parking was restricted out here to speed up the process, so parade setup could begin at noon. By this afternoon, driving conditions across the Fox Valley improved quite a bit. Last night, the mix of rain and then snow left a foundation of ice, so roads, sidewalks, and parking lots were very slick. The storm had many people getting out their shovels and snowblowers for the first time this season. Private plow drivers have been busy too. Many have been out since before daybreak.
It's hectic. It's a lot of thick, heavy snow, and the roads are very slippery. And yeah, we've been out since 1 o'clock this morning, still trying to clean up all the snow.
Always remember when Thanksgiving going to my grandparents, just feet of snow on the ground, and so it's like this is actually more the norm that I feel, like at least what I remember when I was a kid.
And because of the problems with the snow and because street parking out here really is not an option, the city is allowing people to park in the ramps tonight free of charge, and thousands of people are expected out here on the avenue for this parade. Reporting live in Appleton, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.